I don't typically do videos of myself. I'm not a camera person at all, camera shy, if you will. But I figured I'm going to make an exception and do a video. Here we are on this wonderful day in Colorado. I'm at Penrose Commons. I'm on Independence Trail, which is a 5-star Jeep trail. No, I'm not riding it today. It's only me here. Um, in fact, the easy trail out is so washed up behind this camera that I parked the bike and walked the rest of the way down because I'm by myself. There's no one here. It's a Thursday. So, give you a little introduction to about myself, and so people, like I said on Meeker Extreme, full transparency. Well, this is the person behind it. My name is Mark Odette. I'm 38 years old. I'll be turning 39 here shortly, and I've been lucky enough that I've been able to ride since, oh my God, since 2009 for off-road when I got my XR 650R, bought it used, got into doing single track with it, and it's a heavy bike. It's impressive to go through something, but at the end of the day, I was just beating myself up, as you could imagine. So I got a 2012 Gas EC300. That's been awesome. For a trail rider, I do take pride, and it's not to brag about it or anything, but I do take pride in that I have had personal sponsors, and that's pretty good for a trail rider, And I'll name them. They're highway dirt bikes, Paulette highway dirt bikes. Clake out of Australia for the clutch braking system, all in one. APT Smart Carb, Climb. Not only do they sponsor RMAR, they've sponsored me personally. Wolfman Luggage, he's stepped up and gave me some luggage for some rides. Kind of a dual partnership there because I'm with RMAR and because I ride a lot. So I kind of have my own thing going there outside of RMAR. Well, you'll say, what's RMAR? Rocky Mountain Adventure Riders. Now I'm on the board of directors. My title has been Director of Promotions and kind of marketing. I'm really the Director of Digital Marketing when you get down to it and when you start looking at everything I do. I do the Facebook page. I do the website. What else? I contact companies and I get door prizes, auction items, get them to work with us, get them to do a vendor spot. We have a ride coming up next year in April, 2015 Moab Rendezvous, first time that we're going to have a rendezvous in Moab, and I was the one that stepped up that said, hey, let's own Moab. No one else goes there. There's great other free ADV rider events, and then that's where we got our start, was ADV riders. So I will give my hats off to Baldy for providing a good forum. But we have kind of grown past that, although we're still really connected, and that's just the nature. We're adventure riders at heart, although a lot of us have gone into smaller bikes. So we had an event this past year, 2014, in Meeker, Colorado, the Meeker Rendezvous. And I got to see the town, I got to ride the trails, I got to meet the people. And myself and another guy, Mickey Payne, said, hey, this town, this county, it's so open to having an extreme enduro. Why don't we have one? So, we went home from the event, and I kind of got back in touch with the mayor of the town, Regis, and his fiancee, Michelle, and I drove up to Meeker, Mickey Payne flew in from Tulsa, and we met with people in town, and we checked out 3,000 acres. It's awesome. It's perfect. I mean, yeah, we might have to make some areas a little bit more harder, but just because we have 3,000, there's a lot there to work with. And there's a huge staging area by the main road that, I mean, it's so long of a stretch that, if they wanted to do the Red Bull straight rhythm there, they could. It's that big, that wide of an area. We see the opportunity, and we believe that we need to seize this opportunity. Now I've been asked, well, how does this help trails? How does this help trails in Colorado? How does this help, promoting them, maintaining them, fighting to keep them open? I think it does all that. By having a huge event, you're going to get people that come there. It's going to become a tourist destination for OHV. People are going to bring their bikes, their ATVs, their side-by-sides, their Jeeps, and they're going to go out and explore. There's 250 miles of mapped trail system called the Wagon Wheel Trail System. 250 miles. That's what they just have on a map. There's a lot more than that. To the east of Meeker is mostly, for the most part, United States Forest Service. And they have a lot of Jeep roads, ATVs, some single track, and you can ride there right from Meeker because laws in Meeker allow for that, which is awesome, and which is what we're trying to get more communities to do. And by doing that, you're promoting OHV, you're promoting good trail use, and there's always going to be the guy out there that does something stupid. That is in every group, I mean, yeah, we could keep these trails hidden, but if people don't use them, then the Forest Service says, hey, let's shut them down. Same for the BLM. BLM land is mostly to the west of town. Right now, because they're mapping it, it's pretty much if you see it, you can ride it. That's going to be changing. But, they recognize they need to have an area. They need to have trails. And so I'm hoping by having an event that people will come, see the place, use the place, and it turns into kind of like a Moab type outdoor enthusiast for OHV use. Not just OHV use, but mountain biking, hiking, equestrian. All users benefit from new trails. So, at the end of the day, it's good for everybody. Hunters benefit from having more trails because during hunting season, then they can go in a lot easier on their ATV and retrieve their game versus, making an illegal trail to get their kill. So and also Meeker is well renowned for their sheep herding. There's sheep herders out there. It's awesome. You go up west of town in the mountains. You go through Yellow Jacket Pass. Progressively gets harder. You get out there to huge meadows, rolling kind of meadows with awesome views of the area, and there's sheep herders living out there. Very simple lives, and you give them a wave. You slow down for their sheep, their horses, and their dogs. So it's not a big deal. Talk to them. Most of them don't speak good English, but still, they don't get many visitors. So I think Meeker Extreme could do a lot on that end as far as supporting good trail use and promoting trail use. Stewardship and taking care of the land and raising awareness, and potentially if there's more people riding the area that have a stake in the area, they're also going to put up more of a fight to keep trails open versus closing down stuff. And plus, the more the town and the county rely on it, they're going to also fight. So, I didn't prepare notes today. I just kind of want to introduce myself. I've been riding since I was a kid, but unfortunately that was hit and miss. I've lived overseas. I lived in Austria for 4 years. I lived in Mexico, Pakistan, Russia, Togo, that's in West Africa. And I've lived in many U.S. states like Florida, Georgia, Michigan, now Colorado. Hopefully you stay in Colorado. But, you never know what what life has in store for you. But this is, we love Colorado. And in fact, I want to move to Meeker. I want to move to Rio Blanco County. We'll see what happens. But the idea, my grand idea for this whole push on Meeker Extreme is, let's get the likes up, let's get the interest level up, and a huge thank you to Cody Webb, who posted on his Facebook page a link over to Meeker Extreme. And right off the bat, I have a guy saying he's announced various big, huge enduros. He wants to announce. I got a couple of people that want to do articles on this. So, I'm trying to do this in a way that everyone can kind of participate, can feel like they're connected, voice their opinions, concerns, questions, ideas. Right now my model's kind of been Red Bull Romaniacs, GPS style event. There will be some trail markings, but it's mostly going to be, you're reading it off a GPS and you're going down, following, have a checkpoint, follow, checkpoint, and if we need refueling, there's perfect spots to have like midway points where spectators and fueling and concessions. And I mean, I've kind of thought through this whole thing, at least with that piece of property. And so far, the property owner has not said no, absolutely not, or anything. He around and we pointed out exactly the type of stuff we would like to ride because he was kind of unsure. We pointed at huge climbs and said, well, we have to have a huge climb, and we would try to be environmentally friendly and run a lot of the stuff down. There's a lot of ravines or up ravines, naturally eroding areas versus making a new trail up. That's kind of like the last resort type deal, but we're going to have a few steep climbs and maybe some gnarly switchbacks and stuff in there, and maybe some even man-made obstacles if need be. And I even kind of have an idea to the end of the event, how the riders would finish, which I'm not going to share. I'm a little too transparent sometimes, but we'll keep some of that down low for now. But I'm a rider. Have I done an enduro cross? Have I done a hare scramble? No, I actually have not. I went to my first enduro cross up in Denver and met with Cody, actually. Very nice guy. And I'm glad he's like on board, willing to support, help out any way he can. And that's awesome. Climb is also kind of on board. We're going back and forth with some stuff, but I've talked to a huge promoter that will rename nameless right now. And like I said on Meeker Extreme, that he's well-known promoter. He's very interested. We talked a few times on the phone. We've talked in email. Problem is he doesn't have time until the end of the year. He's just busy with events. So we're going to regroup and look at it. But the idea with the likes is let's draw up interest. Because you know how it is. Right now it's just, this is kind of an idea. Who knows how interested people are. But, if you also only have 60,000 likes, 100,000 likes, if we can get that many, that's probably wishful thinking, but if we can get that many, then that's when the promoter starts to take interest. That's when Climb really takes interest. That's when another company has been IMS. They've been talking about this behind closed doors, and I don't know what their verdict is yet, but that was last week. So, this is this is building, and now it's just taken off. And I left the house, it was 455 likes. You might say, well, that's not many, not bad for one day. And plus, most of those overnight. You know, I went to bed, woke up, boom, and they were still coming in every time I refreshed the page. So I just had to pull myself away and say, it's a nice day. My wife gave me a pass to go ride. So I came here, I figured I'd do a video, and I figured this was an awesome spot. No one would be here, and I've been right so far. And I guess I'll give you somewhat of an idea. I have actually ridden this. I'm down at Independence Trail down in Penrose Commons. Yeah, okay, you want to see where my bike is? It's up there. I figured I'd just walk down by myself. That used to not be that bad. That's actually the easy way out. The hard way is actually up there, and then there's another waterfall, which I've ridden that too. And I've ridden this, and this has all changed since I've ridden it in the beginning of the year. I mean, you can see this is a huge waterfall right here. Massive. A trials guy could get up this. I can't get up this. Actually, how I got up is I went there. That was a lot smoother. That's all washed away. I kind of went up where that rock has overturned. Went up. And I do believe I went on that side of the tree and then just kind of came down. And then that was on the gas. And there's a couple, you can see. But I did pretty good. I had a guy with me that was awesome. He provided a hand. And actually, we had rock crawler guys that waited for us because they had winches just in case, and they gave some hands on, which was awesome. Because there's, it's rocky. You get in a spot, you kind of need the balance. Like I said, I'm not no pro. I am not a pro, that's for sure. But the one guy I was with, he was on a 640 KTM. But guess what? We walked back down to get his bike. He had left the key on, and he couldn't get kick started. So thank God for the rock crawlers. They pulled up. They had a long enough cable. They actually attached down there, and he got yanked up right through. I think he came up through that middle. It was, thank goodness. And then up here we gave him a jump start. And he got part way up and stalled it, and another jump start, and another part way up. He probably had like 5 jump starts. It was just one of those days. But, this is an Independence Trail. I still have to ride back up. Let's see if I can get a video from down here. So, I'll zoom in. You see my bike. So there, I got ledges to go up. But that one way up there, that is the exit. Which is kind of like cemented in, but still, it's a good steep climb. The camera right now is pretty, I think is level. I would say it's level, so give you an idea. So anyways, I hope this video gives you some idea who this crazy person is that is trying to put on an event. And I hope sorry about that. We'll see if that works. Probably pointed wrong. But I hope we can get this event going. It would be awesome for everybody involved. Like I said, hey, at the end of the day, if I can't own the event, I don't care. I still want it to go on. I'm not just going to abandon ship because I can't personally own the event. It's not how I'm going to play this. I want this, whether it's me, promoter just says, hey, I want 100% control, whatever. Let's just get this done. Let's have another extreme enduro. At this point, let's just do it. I of course I would love to be, even in that case, somewhat involved with it, because making all those connections and all this hard work I've been doing, and people I've been talking with, they're pretty pretty good people. So, I don't think, I don't think they're gonna pull a fast one over me, or on me, or whatever, to not recognize the hard work. But whatever. I'm doing this for the sport. So, please please spread the word. Please get out, in a way, get out your vote, get out your please like the page, please share it, please get every rider to like it. It doesn't hurt, doesn't cost you anything. You can unfollow if you want, but put your like on, and let's see if we can get this going. Let's see if we can get 100,000 likes. Let's see what people want. Let's get this done. And in fact, I challenged the racers out there, like Cody Webb stepped up. Maybe Taddy Beluziak, or Graham Jarvis, or Chris Birch, or Travis Pastrana. Maybe one of these guys can step up and also promote. Let's get the word out. Let's start the next Extreme Enduro, and let's all be a part of it, because we're all one big family when we're out on the trail. So let's keep it that way, and let's get this done.